mate, fix this up. Big up the Arsenal fans, man. You thought I was gonna leave you lot hanging. I don't give a flying monkeys about the time. I'll be back in the morning with a next live stream. But listen, Arsenal fans, hey, it's been a minute, innit? It's been a minute since we've had a serious number 9. Viktor Gyökeres has been confirmed as an Arsenal footballer and specifically a striker. He's wearing the 14, VG14, Gyokeres, all of that sort of stuff. Say what you want about my team. We got a Swedish striker. Certain men are losing theirs. Certain men are gassing up Liam Delap. Certain men are still chatting shit about Joshua Zertsky and them kind of boy. Like, I don't know about what's going on over there. But what I do know is that Arsenal Football Club have confirmed the signing of Gyokeres. We've known it's been the case. Artig is lit. Yeah, but you know what you need to do. You're doing crazy things, man. I can't sleep, bro. Still having goosebumps. You know the vibes, man. Because when it's all said and done, and we talk about fucking XG and field tilts and systems and all of that, bro, Gyokeres wants to score goals, bro. I watched the interview where there's no need to watch the interview. Trust me, I don't want to talk too much, but I think there's lit stuff going on. I don't need to be doing that. And I'm multitasking. We're doing what needs to be done out here, people. Smash the like button. We're definitely doing what needs to be done. But I watched the interview and he didn't smile one time, and that was gassing me. He did smile one time. I'm like, yeah, we got a cyborg. We got a serious eater. We got a serious, like, I big up Andre, man. Real gunman. Like, we got him. You know what time he smiled, people? When he started talking about I want to score goals and I'm on scoring. That's what, when it's all said and done, that's what we need. That's what we need from the striker. I know the modern game's developed and, you know, goalkeepers have to be good with their feet and strikers got to defend. And you don't know me, I'm a football nerd. I'm on all of that stuff. XG, you scored this amount of progressive passes from here and there. I'm on all of that. But at the end of the day, the game will never change. We all love a funny old game, you know. A very, very funny old game, which is football. And at the end of the day, no matter how much it develops, no matter how defensive or offensive you want to be as a manager, you need to put the ball in the back of the net and you need to keep balls at the back of yours. And where Gyokeres is concerned, he does that in abundance, man. Does that in abundance. I'm not going to lie, I need Eze. I definitely need Eze. I definitely need Eze. But we've got 2 pieces to a 3-man puzzle, people. Sorry for shaking the table. We've got 2 pieces to a 3-man puzzle. Gyokeres, serious striker, at least on paper. Bukayo Saka doing what he needs to do on the right-hand side. Listen, shout out Madueke, Trossard, Martinelli, all these guys. But listen, it's far too late at night to be lying to you lot, people. Like, these lot, couple of them names I said there are squad players. We need people that are going to put the ball in the back of the net. But anyways, we'll deal with tomorrow's problems tomorrow. At the end of the day, we have Viktor Gyökeres, people. And if I share my screen, okay, you're hating. It is what it is, man. A man said, DG, are you at a place where it's daylight? Because if not, big up to you. Nah, man. Soon land, though. Nah, man. It's early in the morning on Sunday morning now, man. Nonetheless, big up you lot tuned in. Smash the like button and big up you lot on the replay. And that's why I don't want to waste you lot's time. It's too late for all of that stuff. But you would have seen Viktor Gyökeres has been confirmed as an Arsenal footballer. It's surreal. It's sunk in, but it's not sunk in. It will only sink in when you score. Hey, we're here, you know. We're actually here. Get the golden beat. Just shy of 100 goals here. Despite scoring 97 goals for Sporting Lisbon over the past 2 seasons, Viktor Gyökeres admits he cannot wait to feel the experience. Cannot wait to experience the feeling of hitting the back of the net for Arsenal. See, I'm all moving mad because we need to have some chronological order. First things first, Viktor Gyökeres has signed for Arsenal. The 27-year-old striker arrives from Sporting Lisbon, where he scored an incredible 97 goals in 102 appearances. Broski, please, just 20 goals, man. Minimum conservative settings, just 20 goals, please. We had 14 draws last season. I know it's not down to just goal scoring. I know it's not down to you. I know a striker alone in itself won't fix us and take us where we need to go. But it's one less problem to deal with, man. Let's be brutally honest. We've seen Henry, we've seen Bergkamp, we've seen even the present day Aubameyang. We need one of those. We need one of those. And when it's all said and done, like, bro, this is what we need. I'm on all of this. Let's just make it work. During his 2 seasons with Sporting, Viktor helped the team win back-to-back Premier League titles and National Cup and was the league's top goal scorer in both campaigns. So he does bring winning experience, pedigree, all of that jazz that we've heard of over several players. Man said, why are you up? Listen, man, football, life, the world don't sleep. So how can I think I'm above that? Either way, I'm here, man. Smash the like button. We're here, man. We're here, man. We're here anyways. And to be fair, felt guilty, man. I thought, yeah, you know what? We'll go live in the morning before we do a watch along, which we will be doing for Arsenal Newcastle. But that's not right. You have to do things seriously. Born in Stockholm, Viktor started his career with IF Brahmapolkana. I tried, people. I tried, man. No disrespect. Where he developed through their youth academy, scoring 52 goals in 31 appearances at under 19 and under 21s level. I'm not gonna lie, Arsenal. We like big him up for that, but we slightly don't care about none of this. We just care about what he's doing right now and making his senior debut as a 17-year-old. He's actually played at the Emirates. The Emirates will be familiar surroundings. While representing Brighton, people, you would have seen he's played along with Benjamin White at the Emirates. In January of 2018, the clinical striker joined Brighton and Hove Albion, during which time he enjoyed loan spells at Swansea, Sao Paulo, Coventry City, moving to the Sky Blues permanently in 2021 and helping them to the Championship playoff final in 2023. Now, I don't know if this is really true. I haven't fact checked it. But on the last Viktor Gyökeres, well, the live stream we last did, people, when I was with you lot, someone said that Viktor Gyökeres' championship records equates to 1 in 3. It's all fun and games talking about, yeah, Portuguese league and can he do it, even though I think he will, if Marino and Kai Havertz can. He's done it in the Championship. This is concerning. What is concerning, my boy? Gyokeres' record for the last season, 2024-25, was 27 non-penalty goals with 14 out of 27 goals against the bottom 4 in the Portuguese league. 0 goals versus Porto and Benfica, the best teams in Portugal. Okay, that's cool. Someone rise up Sesko's thing then. Because this is coming from one of Sesko's biggest fans where it came to bringing him to the club. Rise up his thing. And dead, man, forget all of that, because even if worse comes to worse, end of the day, like, cool. If we look at the Premier League season on a rather basic one last season, the top 6 weren't the issue. We weren't perfect in all the top 6 games. We would have won all of them, but that weren't the issue. It was against the bottom kind of teams, essentially. You look in our 14 draws, who were they against 9 times out of 10? So even if he just scumbags against the smaller teams, bro, that's what we need. People want to sit here and cry about low blocks. He's on that. Forget that. Everyone's got some sort of positive or negative statistic. End of the day, can he score goals? Yeah. Is his general play suitable? Yeah. Can he affect the game when he's not scoring? Yeah. Can he score goals? Does he want to score goals? Was he born to score goals? Does he have that smell for it? What's his mentality like? Dead, man. Cool. That's things he's gonna have to get better. But end of the day, 27 non-penalty goals, bro. So what? I'm overcomplicating this, and forgive my ignorance, but 27 non-penalty goals, I mean goals that haven't gone in that are not penalties, right? Bro, that's 27 goals. And even if he gets 14 and Saka does a madness and the other players chip in, who cares? This is why we still need to get Eze. I'd love Rodrigo and all of this. End of the day, man, it is what it is. Andrea Burr has spoken. We are so pleased with the excellent deal we have completed to bring Viktor Gyökeres to the club. Viktor is an exceptional talent and has been consistently demonstrated he has the qualities and winning mentality required of a top-level centre forward. When who else we signed in the attacking ranks that people have spoke on Arsenal.com specifically about that. His physicality, intelligence, and work ethic make him a perfect fit for our vision. Smash the like button. We are confident Viktor will have a major impact on the pitch and become an important figure in the dressing room. The manager, Mikel Arteta, said, "We are absolutely delighted to welcome Viktor Gyökeres to the club. The consistency he has shown in his performances and availability have been outstanding, and his goal contributions speak for themselves." The manager said it, not me. And I hear you, and you're not wrong. And I'm not saying you're like this, my guy, but a lot of people like to sit here when Arsenal's concerned. When we sign players that are less popular, they'll sit here and say, as long as the club wanted them, we need to back the player. All of this kind of stuff. It's all fun and games until it's not a player that they don't want. Gyokeres can score goals. And whatever you say to them statistics, well, you're not saying it. Marino scored. Kaya scored. A gunman can't score? Fair enough. Football's too woke for me now. Viktor has so many qualities. He is quick, swear, and has a powerful presence up front. With incredible goal-scoring numbers at club and international level. He brings a clinical edge with a high conversion rate of chances into goals, with his intelligent movement in the box, making him a constant threat. Come on, man. No, forget that. Are you not excited? Are you not excited? We're excited about what Victor brings to our squad and are looking forward to starting working with him. We welcome Victor and his family to Arsenal. Where is his dad? Where is his agent? We need them in the behind the scenes. Victor will wear the number 14 shirt and would immediately join up with the squad on their pre-season tour in Asia. Now, realistically, I don't know when he's actually touched in London, but to us fans, we're led to believe he probably arrived in London between Friday and Saturday. Now he's come to the country, fair enough. Portugal's not that far away, but he's had to get, as much as it's about getting the admin sorted to sign for Arsenal, there's life admin. Obviously, the club is going to help him with that, but he has to uproot his family, do what he needs to do with his belongings, etc., etc. And I don't know how long it takes to get to Singapore, but I'm going to be conservative and say it's 9 to 10 hours. Realistically, he's probably been traveling a lot, probably tired more than anything. I don't know if he's been in Portugal. You're going to go up there for in anything from 8 to 9 to 10 hours. You're not playing on Sunday. You're not playing today, later today, better yet, against Newcastle United. You're playing against Spurs, if anything, and such is life. You're jetting back to the country, and he's back here in time for the Emirates Cup. Despite scoring 97 goals for Sporting Lisbon over the past 2 seasons, Viktor Gyökeres admits he cannot wait to experience the feeling of hitting the back of the net in Arsenal colours. The Swedish striker has arrived from the Portuguese giants, having fired them to 2 league titles and a domestic cup, proving himself to be one of European football's most prolific scorers. A fact backed by his record at international level, as well as a haul of 6 Champions League goals last term. Despite playing for Brighton, Swansea, and Coventry during his career, the 27-year-old is yet to feature in the Premier League, which gives him that fire. But now he has the chance to step up after arriving in North London. He is ready to make his mark, especially with the caliber of teammates he now has, eager to provide him with ammunition. And again, first couple words. I always want to score. Who else in this club has spoke like that? That's not to criticize them. That's just a fact. Who have you seen say that? You might have seen people say, "Oh, I want to score goals. I know I need to score goals. The team needs goals. Arteta wants goals." Who has said that? When you find them, let me know. I'm open to being proven wrong. To be part of this club and to score in this kit and with this badge in front of all the supporters, I can't wait. It'll be an amazing feeling. I started here in England. It feels like a long time ago. I think I've improved a lot since then. Now I want to prove myself for real and perform together with the team. It's a big honor to play for your country. Then to score goals for them is amazing. When I played at Sporting, I scored a few goals in the Champions League. So I feel that I can be on that level. Now to come here to a club on Arsenal's level, I think it's going to help perform even better with all the amazing players in this team. I'm really excited to get going. Skipping all the way forward, I just felt that this was the right club for me. From what I've heard from Mikel and Andrea when I was speaking with them, just what I've seen in the past years, how they've been playing football. When I was playing against Arsenal last season, I could really feel it was a very strong team and very difficult to play against. That made me choose Arsenal. And again, he's not capping. We've seen what he's done to get this move. I know a lot of these players talk a lot of nonsense, but he's being honest. And of course, all the history of the club and the massive fan base, it has been amazing to see all the supporters that have already given me before I've even arrived. That's what it's all about. It's going to be very nice to see them in the stadiums as well. Scrolling all the way down, reflecting on playing us, he said, "You were very solid defensively. It was hard to create chances. You were very good on set pieces as well and very effective in front of goal. You scored 5 goals. I think that the team was very good, both going forward and defensively as well. It was a tough game. It's going to be fun. I think there's going to be some good training sessions, hopefully, and it's a great way to improve." And you know what? Gyokeres, you playing against Saliba and Magalhaes can only make you better and vice versa for the 2 centre-halves. And I'm not going to lie, people. I'll be real. Tomorrow we'll go over the Eze stuff. We'll read this athletic thing, but come on, man. We're happy to get Gyokeres, and I'll be real, it's too late for that. I don't think Gyokeres will make it in time for the game. He needs some rest because of the jet lag, so he might not even be at the game. Apparently, I can't lie. He has to be at the game. You can sleep. You have to be at the game, but you are right. Jet lag is going to mash him up. There's no way he's playing, and I don't know when he start training. Smash the light, people, all night or on York Day. I hear it. To be fair, I went out and came back in. The jet lag when traveling eastward is no joke, especially after a 13-hour flight. He needs rest for sure. 2:47 a.m. in DJ's live. Am I tweaking? Jason Lang, one love. No, you're not, mate. No, you're not. The news don't sleep. I can't. I rate his desire and his willingness to give up money to prove himself. It's now time for the big stages. You're right. Insomniac and we're all that. To be fair, Arsenal need to give him his bread back because he's done it all. His dad, him, his agent, all the other stuff. He's gone to war legally with these lot. He's got his family to pack up his belongings in Portugal. He's given up peas. He's gone on strike now. Of course, let's cut the crap. If Saliba was going Real Madrid and he went on strike, or he did anything that we've seen some footballers do, we'd be going mad. But fortunately, we benefit. Corruption's only bad if we're not involved, if you know what I mean. I'm just happy to have a striker, and I'm happy to have one less thing ticked off the list. And what I like about Gyokeres is when we get away from the fact and the excitement that obviously he's signed for Arsenal Football Club. I'm sure Arsenal and Berta, you know, you might have wanted Sesko or whatever, but when it's come to it, that you have to ask Berta logically, or everybody's asked the question: do you to Arteta? Do you like Gyokeres? Evidently, yes. Would you like him? Evidently, yes. Do you think while he might not be the perfect systemic striker that they're talking about, do you think there's more pros to cons? Yes. Is there cons to him? Yes. Because whatever the positives, the cons to him, the cons to Sesko, this is this man's pros. At the end of the day, he scores goals. He's got the desire. He's got the hunger. As I said, we'll go over the Athletics article, but they spoke about that. Scores goals. And in what I like is, yeah, you need to get players that fits the manager's system and all that jazz. We need to get over the line. We need to be a bit random next season. We need to evolve the system. Gyokeres provides that. He's not the Mikel Arteta striker, quote unquote, on paper. And I think football's gone a bit too woke. If you're a good striker, you can play in any system. But he's not what you would equate on paper. So if I'm asking us to be unpredictable, we're bringing in an unpredictable player of sorts to what we traditionally expect. Does that make sense? And it forces Arteta to change, because at the end of the day, if you got him, you got Saka, and especially him, who's been bagging goals for fun at Coventry, done all right in Sporting. If we don't get, God forbid, but if we're still crying about low blocks and chance creation and scoring goals and the striker, yeah, he's going to have to soldier some of the blame. But Mikel, because in a nice way, I've called you to be unpredictable. This forces you to change things, because he can't do that. His general play is superb. He pulls out to the channels a lot. He's a bully and he's a scumbag in a nice way, and his mentality is elite. You can't not speak about Viktor Gyökeres, obviously until he kicks the ball for Arsenal, but you can't not speak about Viktor Gyökeres and not mention goals or not think goals. But you're very mistaken if you think this is just a goal scorer in a positive way. We'll have to see. And like this comment says here, I raise desire and his willingness to, like, sometimes that comes down to it. If he'll do all of that to move football club away from the glitz and glamour of Arsenal and how much we love Arsenal, what the hell will this guy do when it comes to just putting the ball in the back of the net? Because he's 27. This is as good as it gets. It's all fun and games waffling about Saliba can go Real Madrid one day. Saka could have his pick of clubs. A lot of these guys, it's now or never. If you don't do it here, and to be fair, Gyokeres is one of them, unless you do a madness. If you don't achieve the Premier League trophy and all these things here, you're not going to do it. Now, I like the fact that he's obviously won stuff at Sporting and he's had some good or bad moments in his career, you know, where it's gone well and not gone wrong. But we're at the point now, it's not that there's no benefits from winning trophies elsewhere or titles or whatever elsewhere. You know, it helps winning mentality and all that. Just none of you have done it here. You need to make history here. That's all that matters. He'll play against Spurs. It's all worked out. If a player is willing to give up money and move to prove himself, I back him. He didn't move to Arsenal to get paid. I back him all the way. I hope it don't go left. But if he even ends up as a flop, he'll always have a supporter in me, because he done all he could. And he didn't buckle. This is big pressure, you know, taking the number 9 shirt, well, the number 9 position, wearing the number 14, doing the most. But he clearly thrives when people doubt him, man. Big up Gyokeres. Gyokeres doesn't have much mental noise in his head. He's not a talker. He's a goal-scoring bot. This tells me he'll be unfazed by the challenge which lies ahead of him in an Arsenal shirt. Wearing this fantastic club shirt is a big enough task in itself, and the full team, but at the end of the day, when you break it down, it's just a shirt and it's just a number. And I think in a positive way, that's his mentality around this. All of our best number 9s has some sort of challenge. Omri being a flop in Serie A and Ian having lots of hurdles in his professional and regular life. Listen, it must continue then. If Mourinho can score, Gyokeres can. We need someone to stat pad and other players to take chances and be less predictable. Big up everyone who's up now, people, because you lot are the guys and girls, if you're out there, that just understand football, man. There's none of this nonsense. Like we need to go back to basics. We need to go back to basics. DG, do you think we are signing Eze? If we do, are we going to have a title push? I'm so happy we signed Gyokeres. I'm happy we signed Gyokeres. If you sign Eze in addition to Gyokeres, and can't forget Zubamendi. Please don't forget Zubamendi. You will be here gassing him next season. I'm talking to everyone. You will. I'm happy about Gyokeres, but Zubamendi serious for us. I mean, you can't sign Eze and Gyokeres and have all these players and not talk about anything less than a proper challenge at the proper crack at the Premier League trophy. Proper crack. We all know what I'm referring to in that regards. Bring Eze. And we need to, even if you don't get Eze, you need to be fighting for the league regardless. Even if you rocked up with Sesko and Madueke and they were the 2 signings, you need to be getting over the line now. Boy, only true gunners in here. Come on, big up the Jamaicans, man. DG, are you in the? Oh, say, I've seen that already. My bad. What kind of late night business? Oh God, hey, we're here, man. We're here. Big up Amrose. Tevin, appreciate you. DG would Bukayo give up pens for Gyökeres? You lot share it out, man. Saka, you was here first. You take the first pens. The minute you miss, God forbid, because naturally I want you to score all of them. Gyökeres, but at the same time, just give him everything, man. And I can't lie, we are gonna need to rotate and obviously rest every player. Gyökeres is no different, but like some of these Arsenal fans, they really didn't want Gyökeres. They're oh, he's a good plan B. He'll be on the bench for Havertz. Shut up, man. Big up Havertz, but come on, man. Come on, man. Let's be absolutely serious. We're not just going to play. Well, we shouldn't just be playing Kai or anybody up front for upfront sake. We need to go back to basics. If you're the gunman number 9 and you're making a difference, you need to play. Nah, we got to bring one of Eze and Rodrigo. We can't just make up our minds like with the striker. Who's going to be cheaper compared to the estimated value? That's who we're going to sign. Need to sell, though. Night out. What's that? I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I just keep seeing Eze in the 8. I hear that, but if you do see Eze in the 8, how often are you going to see it? I'm not saying you won't see it in game. We might be chasing the game, or Arteta might just do it, or the one-off he might. But it's clearly, well, I don't know Mikel Arteta, but come on, man. It's probably going to be Martin Odegaard, Zubimendi, and Rice. Where's the 8 coming from? Unless there's something where Eze starts off the left and he goes inside and Lewis Kelly does something, and I don't know, man. Which lends me to believe he could get games. He could fight for Odegaard, potentially take his spot. There is the option of that. But I think that's the last option. I don't think you're going to see a lone 6 and then an Odegaard and an Eze rotate. You might see in game 3 a.m. streams to games back. You don't sleep. I do, man. But I can't lie, civilian is 3 in the morning. I'm clearly happy we've got Gyokeres. You're not listening. You just wanted to comment. And I can't lie, it's far too late at night to be trolling. Come on, man. I'm gonna be nice. I'm not even gonna disrespect you. But if your girl is watching, the hair's been cut. I'm definitely looking nice in the white. Gyokeres is signed. I promise you, Gyokeres might be a goal scorer. I'm a better striker than him. Bareback specialist. Fuck it. Shut up, mate. Yeah, respectfully. Don't do that. The hustle is real, my friend. Better signings will make us less nervous to finish off games. We have been conceding goals towards the end last night. True. Are you streaming the game versus Newcastle? We'll be there. We'll be there. And the team has flexibility. At the end of the day, on one hand, a tradesman's only good as the tools at his disposal. But on the other hand, if the tradesman has bought the latest industry kind of standard tools and he's not getting anything out of it, he's in issues. Hello, Grafton's mad. We signed a striker. This is crazy. What is this stocky, Sesko? All they talk about is man's physique, mad zesty. This ain't the NFL combined. You have to score. I like Sesko, but at the end of the day, they're doing too much, bro. We need a goal scorer. Cool, you didn't get Sesko. Why are they crying? Now they're trying to say he'll be back up. I'm sorry, I'm not even buying Kai Havertz. So what? Kai's going to play because he presses more and he stands in certain areas of the pitch in terms of build-up and all that jazz a bit more. Come on. We need to go back to basics. We've done Arteta's done so well to get us to this point. We've done the mad reinventing the wheel. Now we just need to do what football's about. Score the goals, and Kai and Marino and all these guys can be in the mix. You will get, for them guys there, you will get your Kai goals. But it's a Gyokeres settings. We've got an actual savage up top for the first time in a while. Like Lucas said here, and that's the be all and end all. Berta just needs to go and buy Eze, get it done, get the best deal possible, and then worry about selling. Eze is an absolute must. I hear you, yeah. But at the same time, we're not seeing that, man. It feels like the club is saying, you know what? We're going to, Gyokeres is through the door. All the others are through the door. We're going to focus on getting rid of a Reece Nelson and this one and that one. And to be fair, we'll talk more with Reece Nelson tomorrow. It seems like Fulham are in talks. Long way to go before any deal is confirmed. But yeah, it does feel like that one's moving. I believe in Arteta. He'll make Gyokeres successful in the Prem. You need to win, bro. You need to win something. Kai and Gyokeres 2 up top when chasing games, it could bang. Yeah, no, we can run those things. But starting Kai over Gyokeres for starting sake, obviously, if Kai's form's out of this world or there's injuries, great. Like, come on. Appreciate you, David. Haven't been in the chat the last while, but always watching. Super excited for Gyokeres. Signing Eze next, man. We're rocking. Missed the first 20 minutes. Big up the Irish, man. David, one love. Where are the fools who didn't think we get Gyokeres? Same as those who blame the club for not paying Partey the raise. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill out with the other bit of that. You're moving, man. Appreciate you lot for being part of the stream. My Arsenal brain says I think you mean done with signings. Heart says Eze. This team is being built for challenging for all cups. Just Eze and the left wing are needed, in my opinion. It's full on. I need a parade in Islington. That's all I ask. I need a parade in Islington, May of 2026. But it needs to go and just buy Eze, get it done, get the bit. Oh, sorry, seen already. Appreciate you, Big Steven. Like my man is saying here, man, the saga is over. It took a while. Salut. And that feels nice that we finally got a striker. I don't know about you, lot. If your team don't have a striker, that's tough, man. Liverpool fan here. I'm scared of Arsenal. Much more settled team than us. Zubimeni and Gyokeres is exactly what you need to go out and go the extra step. Gabriel, I hear that, and you're not wrong. But at the same time, unfortunately, I'm at the point now with Arsenal, Broski, that I'll believe it when I see it. And yeah, you bought a lot of players. They need to adapt, and there's all of that kind of jazz. And it does feel like I want to pick my words wisely, and I might be exaggerating, but it feels like Slot is on being radical in this second season of his. To be fair, he deserves it because the owners didn't do anything last summer. But you lot have to be given the right as favourites because you won the league. You have got quality players that have been there and, they've been a distance, simple as that. They're experienced in that regards, let alone their age and all of that. There's that. And you haven't rested on your laurels. Pardon me. You haven't rested on your laurels. You're probably going to get Isaac. Got TK and Havertz, which probably because of the Isaac kind of rumours to Liverpool, like the football world, obviously we're going to see Havertz and he's a quality player, but it's like the footballing world has kind of forgot that Havertz has signed for Liverpool. And it is old news because it feels like such a long time ago, but you get the point. Tevin, appreciate you. Appreciate all of you lot here. Why is bro streaming? It's 2:52 a.m., my bro. There's no rules, man. There's no rules. Bro, 199, big him up, man. Work rate doesn't. Hey, big up Jason Link. Hey, big you up, man. And to be fair, just thinking about you lot. I'm thinking about for those that have had a great day or they've been out or they've been at work and they've seen this news and they've gone to sleep and they're going to wake up tomorrow, probably even before me. In fact, now I'll be up at 5:30. Let me not lie. It's Sunday. Let's say 7 a.m. They wake up, vid's there. And then when they finish watching this, live stream. And when they finish watching that, watch along. And so on and so forth. A sleepless night. To be fair, I'll be real. I've just got in, so I'm kind of awake already. To me, the Gyokeres signing is confirmation that Arteta is open to change their tactics a bit. He can't use Gyokeres the same way he used Havertz. And there you have it. And this is what I mean. Maybe I don't articulate it in a good way, but I always say on my streams, I think he has to meet Gyokeres halfway. Like, let's not be stupid. Like, obviously, whether it works or not, when Berta and Arteta and all the recruitment team have been sat there and they've been talking about the recruitment, obviously there's basic questions being asked. Do you think he might not fit your system like for like, but you think you could get a trick out of him? Because there's probably world-class players, not just that we would want at our team, but elsewhere. I don't know. Who would you say is the best players in the world? Like Mo Salah, in no old order. Mo Salah, Yamal, Mbappe, this one, that one. Maybe they don't fit your style on paper, but you'll make an exception for them. Now, obviously, Gyokeres ain't in that bracket, but you get the point. He has to. And that's what I was saying, Liam, where I actually think that's a positive because you have to. Cool, you might try him fitting in kind of like for like what we've seen already with other strikers. If that works, great, happy as Larry. If it doesn't, you might have to bend your tactics, but he's different. And you need to put him in positions where he can score goals. Now, we all know that modern day strikers are not just standing in the opponent's box. You can't do that. You can't. Literally in the present day, it's like playing with 10 men. But this is your Haaland moment. Obviously, I'm not comparing Gyokeres to Haaland. I hope we can run that comparison for real, but Pep, you look at Pep. Haaland isn't a Pep striker by paper. On paper, that's not a striker. Remember, Pep tried to rub out Aguero. He made Messi a next strike. He made Messi into a false nine. He got rid of them others. Haaland is definitely not a Pep striker, but with experience and maybe it's just that certain players are so good that you will change certain things for them. That's what he needs to do. And it's good for Arteta's education, man. Because, again, I wasn't against Sesko. I wouldn't have been against Sesko, but it would have been more of the type, man. We got a cold-hearted killer with a sense of urgency. A man that, when you go away from the tactics, that he actually wants to score goals. Respectfully, it's not like Gabriel Jesus, and he's been linked with a move to Brazil, didn't sit here and say he didn't want to score goals, but he never spoke like this. To be fair, I actually feel Not last season, the season before. I remember Kai Havertz gave a Sky interview and he actually spoke like a striker. I'll be real, he spoke like a striker, but you're new to that. No one ain't spoke like this. It's nice to see this. I'm being disingenuous, but Gabriel Jesus has been there taking his words out of context and said, scoring goals ain't my biggest scoring point. Right, sorry, Ramsdale's been speaking about I can't concentrate. Zinni says I can't defend. And the people that have come in and taken these guys' roles, they've spoke how we need them to speak. So yeah, I like that, man. I'd imagine Gyokeres is forward into Singapore. After Eze, what is needed for a major? Arteta to evolve his tactics. It's a bit mad, yeah, because on one hand, like Eze, Gyokeres, and everything else we got, it's not that we're more favourites than Liverpool or favourites than City. I've said before, I think it's between them two for the title. But I feel confident, again, provided we evolve to where we need to evolve tactically, that we can give a proper fight of it. And maybe if Liverpool or City fall off, we could do something, or maybe even just set it off our own back. But at the same time, I couldn't tell you what, but it feels like it would feel like we're not that we're short, but like what we got Gyokeres, you got Eze, you got Zubimendi, great, and all the others. I couldn't tell you, but it would feel like something's missing. I think the only way I wouldn't feel like that, and it's not going to happen, is if you bring in Rodrigo as well or some other attacker. Because when I look at it purely through winning the Premier League, there's unanswered questions. I think Gyokeres answers so many questions for me. But at the end of the day, at this moment in time, purely because he just walked in through the door, I don't know if he's going to score goals. But we're going to say he is. So that's one question off the table. I know Gyokeres and Saka are going to. But 38 Premier League games, potentially 60 games, even in all comps, them two, Madueke, we're going to give you a chance. But I don't know if you're going to get the goals or assists. The same things are afforded to Marino, Kai Havertz, Martinelli, Trossard. Like we always, in the last few years, we've been accustomed to getting at least 80, 90, maybe even 100 goals. But we don't know who's going to get it beyond Bukayo Saka. A lot of the names in the attacking ranks that I've said, it would shock you if they had great goal scoring returns in terms of the season, what they've got next year. But so it would shock you, but it also wouldn't. We need more answers answers for our questions. We need to have more answers than questions. And if you're looking at it purely under the lens of, yeah, over the line, naturally, you can see where I'm going with this. If we secure Eze, will this be Arsenal's best transfer in the last 15 years or so? 100%. We've addressed every flipping area. Every area. Whether they work out or not, and obviously we can micromanage, and maybe you wouldn't have brought in Norgard. Why are you spending 50 million on Madueke? Certain people would have wanted Sesko. Obviously, very reactionary, but with what we're seeing with Isaac, some people say, oh, should you have not got involved in that and got Isaac? But we've addressed every area. And to be fair, I don't even really want to overly praise the club for that, because we've left ourselves with no other option but to do that. Anything less than doing that, that means we're not serious. It genuinely does. Like a lot of these things we've spoken about have been there for a couple of years. In previous years, it might have flew, or it could have flied if you needed a left wing and a striker and you only addressed one area. No. Big up yourself, David. My guy, man. Thanks for the stream, bro. What's your predictions for the season ahead? I'm really looking forward to seeing how we go. Arteta has no excuses this year. Paul lost to Milan today, blazing one up. No clue what blazing one up means, but love my guy for the super chat. I love, man. If you are blazing one up, whatever that means, maybe you should do that for Gyokeres. We hope he blazes opponents' goals. What does that mean? Please enlighten me. I don't know what it means, but we need a trophy as a minimum. We need a trophy. For me, you need to fight you need to win the Premier League, if I'm brutally honest. But you need to, it's a proper fight, man. It's not what we saw last year. Champions League, I don't really have expectations. I would love to get to the quarters and the semis. And like everyone, if you're there at that moment, that needs to be the minimum. You get there. If you're sniffing around that kind of territory, then you just do your job, go through the next round and start to dream things of that ilk. And I was comparing Glock 9 to Bastos and Jackson Martinez. Then I looked back on some of the goals they scored. Nah, Glock 9 is a different breed to them. He creates goals on his own. They didn't. He will kill. Do you know what? People are shameless, because in my group chat, people are saying, yeah, he scored a hat-trick against City, but 2 of them were penalties and they played an 18-year-old centre-back. Shameless. Shit, you lot are shameless. Because after the people saying these things, you were skinning at your backside, bareback for this guy. I can't lie to you. You was gassing him. All of these teams need to track him. Oh, fine, Gyokeres. I'm live, man. DG, if you ever come to Dublin, I'll bring you to a derby game, Bohemians versus Shamrock Rovers. I wouldn't mind that, Havertz is no longer our starting striker. Let us rejoice. Celebration time. Come on, damn. Don't you think it's strange? Is that bringing up his mate? Bringing up his mate, his proper mate. As soon as he secured a move, he then says he's available. Makes me think, where would Gyokeres have gone if we didn't go for him? Listen, I'm happy with Gyokeres, but if we just base the reports of the last few years, if everyone was available, Isaac's the one for Arsenal and Mikel Arteta in it. That's his one. That weren't available, and naturally, we've been linked with Sesko for a minute. Sesko's agent or Leipzig, somebody's acting up. Gyokeres, Berta likes him. Let's not be dumb. Let's really not be dumb. Sesko might have been our first choice at some point, but if you've been looking at strikers in the last 2 years or so for all clubs, Gyokeres, Hugo Ekitike, all of these strikers, Liam Delap even, they're all gonna flag up on some radar. But clearly, Isaac was a dream. That was a myth. Isaac was a dream. That was a myth. Who else came into it? Sesko. That was what we was trying to do. That never happened. It felt like Gyokeres then became the next option. Cool, we've got him over the line. If we never got him, we probably would be with United right now fighting for Ollie Watkins. Just get it done. We're financially stable for once. Splash the cash for Isaac. I mean, I would love Isaac as well, but listen, I should be happy with Gyokeres. How can I hear a man's voices mash up? What's he been up to? Boy, allow me, man. Please. Come on, man. Trying to get me in trouble right now. What I'm suggesting is Isaac waited till Arsenal was off the market because Gyokeres wanted to move. Boy, he wants to move now, innit? The coldest Arsenal fan on the net, live at 3 a.m. DG put in the grinding. Appreciate you. I can't claim the coldest, but one love, man. And yeah, now that you said that, I'm well aware my voice probably sounds mad. To be fair, this is what happens late at night with me. Don't worry, man. Browning's out there. You will definitely hear the crisp golden voice tomorrow for the watch along. Right now, it's mad. Yo, DG, rolling 20 M's cup games. Nah. A midnight live stream. Man said midnight. It's 3:10. But yeah, man. Eddie would have brought that keeper and rectile budget. Arteta told him to. To be fair, we'll still be chasing Sesko. Let's be honest. We'll be chasing Sesko. And don't get twisted. I think Sesko's going to be a great striker. I don't care what Sesko's going to do now because you don't play for Arsenal. I don't care what you're going to do in the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And even if you go and become the best striker in the planet and you do whatever needs to be done at whatever club you sign for, if you sign for another club, and I think every Arsenal fan would agree with me, if you got Gyokeres for 5 years and we win the Prem or the champs or what we need to do and we've got a decent striker, no one gives them monkeys. That's what we need. And don't get it twisted. Within that 5 year period, probably going to buy Gyokeres' long-term replacement. The game is the game. Shamelessness from everyone before we signed Gyokeres. It was Arsenal won't sign him, Carter, not a serious club. Now it's only the... Exactly. Now it's only Portuguese league. But it's cool with that. Because I would do the same. You don't support us in it. Do the thing. Social media, man. Allow me. At least I still turned up. I could have just brushed my teeth, went sleep and whatnot. But I was here. I didn't duck the responsibility. I thought, you know what? They need me. It didn't feel right psychologically what happened to Rants and DG show. I promise you we're back on Friday. This guy. Someone said we're back on Friday. Allow me, man. Allow me. Oh, come on, man. You lot are horrible, man. It's 12 minutes past 3 a.m., man. Allow me. All right, cool. I'm back. All right. Am I back? Yeah. I'm definitely back now. Even me, and you'd think I've known this voice my whole life. You'd think I would have clocked this, but I must be back now. Hello, Brownies. Let me know what happened to Rants. What happened on Rants and DG? No, we just haven't done a show for a minute. We're back next week still. We're back next week. Tevin, allow me. You lot, come on, man. PG. Morgan gives white side. Hey, do you know what? I rate the Nottingham Forest owner. I've never seen that, you know. Release clause has been activated. The player wants to go, and he just went, new deal, big man. Pick him up, because I was hating on Spurs. Kudus and Morgan gives white. I don't even care about them players per se. I only cared about Kudus because we signed by the Weke. Pardon me. Big him up. I think Gibbs White's a good player, but I'm only jealous if someone buys Morgan Rogers. The only reason I was kind of vexed is that we weren't really making no movements. And it's the fact that they did both of them. You're moving mad. Hey, big up them lot, but it's going to happen in it, Gabriel, man. Man, late night streaming. Come on, man. It's 10 p.m. here in the States. Bless up. Warren, one love, man. You know what? I don't think I've been live where it's been late over them sides. Late night DG. Come on. No, I'm not. I don't know what that is. I'm just so happy that we signed Gyokeres. Oh my god, like, I've lost my voice. I've been shouting so much. Is a unfinished business. Tranquillo, man. Tranquillo. Whatever it is, just cool, man. Like Eze, I'll only believe it when we do it. I can't lie to you, lot. I'll only believe it when we do it because I've seen this script before, man. I've seen this. I've seen when we've got over the line with Rice. I've also seen the pursuits of Douglas Luiz, Mudryk, Caicedo. I'm not trying to be negative, but I'll only believe is Eze when I see it. And I'm prepared to see that not anytime soon because I genuinely feel we'll be making videos in that. We're going to be linked with a bunch of players. And I could be wrong. And at the end of the day, I don't work for Arsenal, but be braced just to hear any noise around our club's probably going to be with outgoings. Berta's clear for Berta don't sleep because we're hearing rumblings with Gabriel Jesus. David Ornstein has spoken about Nelson potentially to Fulham. I'll be real with you lot. All that stuff tomorrow settings, people. And you lot know I love to make content with you lot. It's too late to be reading all that, man. Come on. We have to sell first. I don't think we have to. I think that's just our plan and what we wanted to do. The 10 shirt is free. Eze, come home, man. DG looks like a man who'd be trying to finish season 3 of Squid Games right now instead he's streaming. Appreciate that. To be fair, Squid Games is cold. Do you think Eze will be our last attacking signing or another after him? Nah, too greedy, my guy. Too greedy. Nah, it's not like I will believe we got Eze when I see us doing streams at this time around Eze. That's when I'll take in the Eze news. But to believe we get in Eze with Gyokeres, and fair enough, it might not be the same caliber, but Madueke and another one. Come on, man. Nah. The Rodrigo Eze thing's a fantasy. I hope I'm wrong. You never know with Mr. Berta. You never know. If you flush out, to be fair, Nelson's linked with Fulham. Pardon me. Trossard, I don't know, but it seems like whether he leaves or not, there's actually some substance to that. Hand of Arsenal, so I co-sign. Well, no, I don't co-sign it, but I believe it a bit more with Gabriel Jesus leaving, but nothing there. All of them three gone. We know, well, it's disrespectful, but Gabriel Jesus is a first-team player, is a key part of the squad, but owing to injuries, isn't a key part of the squad. If them three all go, cool, you've got Madueke, Gyokeres has come in. You probably need another one because you haven't really looked after the depth. Too greedy, man. Maybe you might not get Rodrigo, but you might get a more like, let's just simply put, let's just imagine someone that kind of plays like Rodrigo, plays in the same roles. Is that caliber, is that profile necessarily without being the household name of Rodrigo? You might go and do that. So yeah, Eze or Liao, talk to me, Deluded. Big up Liao, Eze, immediate. But then again, if I just remove all the positives as I've said about Eze, it's not that I don't think this, but is Eze going to start at Arsenal? It sounds silly to say. Obviously, he can play off the left, but is he necessarily going to play on a regular basis off that left for Mikel Arteta? Because we all know Odegaard's probably going to play. We all know neither Rice nor Zubamendi's being dropped out to play as a lone six to accommodate Eze. Eze's not playing off the right instead of Saka, and he's not playing as a false nine. At least with Liao, if we signed him tomorrow, I don't think you're perfect, but you should be started. Something's wrong if you're not better than Martinelli and Trossard. Let's be real. Would you swap Ethan for who? Ahmad. I don't know who that is. Is that the winger? Is that the winger Man United had? He's playing as a fullback now, doing the reverse Saka. I don't know them guys. I honestly don't know them guys. I don't know who that is. I don't know who is Ahmad. I don't know. I've never seen him play football. Is he serious? I don't know. Wanyeri Wanyeri's better than him. In fact, I don't even know if Wanyeri's better than him. I genuinely don't know who that is. Get Mitoma. Brighton always sells some mute. Then Mitoma gave a cheat sheet to boy. Give up on the Mitoma thing because you're not seeing Mitoma. Well, you're not seeing you know yourself. You're not seeing a 26-year-old Zubamendi. Bearing in mind, Marino signed last season. How old is he? A couple years older. Who else? Gyokeres at 27, Eze at 27, and then Mitoma at 27. You know, there's an element of resale value and stars of tomorrow. What our clubs do. United, he plays for Man United. Swear. Did he play in the final where they lost to Spurs? I've never seen him play, bro. Tevin, you see the mind games I'm doing it. Now, big up the Ahmad. I like Ahmad. You know, someone's got to clean Saka's boots after training, like Xavi Simons did. Madueke. Don't think I didn't see that Xavi Simons. It's war next season. He's doing the reverse Saka, bro. Man, I'm playing fullback. I'm a Sunday league fullback, and I can tell you for free, none of us grew up wanting to play here. I knew you end up here. Word to James St. Patrick. Tired. Absolutely tired. Tired, man. Have them and they even got boot sponsor? I don't know. It's about rotating and being competitive in all comps, Richard. I hear you, man. But just let us be gassed right now, man. Just let us be simple. And I hear you, but at the end of the day, yeah, like, come on, man. You know, once it gets to the latter stages, certain players have to play. Ahmad so good. And Buemo taking his place. Run up the agendas. Nah, Sergio, I'm playing, man. Nah, big him up. Nah, I can't lie, boy. Just keeps on this Matoma thing. He needs to give it up, man. Ubai is written articles on dribbling and that. I can't sell Matoma enough, bro. I see what Brighton are with him. He's cold, but it's not happening, man. You know it's not happening. Did Eze play left wing for England? I'm sure I saw Madueke play. I couldn't tell you for Eze. But realistically, surely, or he might not be a winger per se, but surely that's the avenue. Now, I like Eze. I see no reason. Can we get to 100 likes, people? Come on, it's 3 in the morning. 87 likes. 200 of you locked in. You're boying it. Come on. Surely that's his avenue to get in because he's not dropping Odegaard. Zubamendi and Rice are playing. And yeah, we need a squad and competition and depth. We definitely need that. That is going to be a thing. It's all fun and games in the first, what would you lot say, give or take, maybe month, 2 months, if that, of the season. Heavy emphasis on if that because of September, where you got 1 game a week. See, once September's done and you got 2 games a week, 3 games in 10 days, the League Cup is here, the FA Cup is, you're thinking about the FA Cup at the turn of the year. The Premier League games are coming thick and fast. Champions League's coming into it. Bearing in mind, we all know the start. Everyone has to play everyone twice, but we need to start well. If we add Eze, which it looks like we're working on, it's an 8 out of 9 window for me. And a 10 if he shifts out what we don't want. Berta's a legend. Berta's going as far as he can to become a legend. I do see us getting Eze and another left winger. Not necessarily Rodrigo, but a quick and nimble left winger. I'm on that. But I don't know, man. Because if you, to be fair, Ornstein did say we'll sign 3 attackers, right? So that's Gyokeres, that's Madueke. Surely it's 1 more. I know the Rodrigo stuff has been there all summer, and obviously you could say there is there's scope to bring in more than just what I've just said in it. But really, 50 million Madueke, X amount on Eze, 50 odd on Zubamendi, 50, 60 odd on Gyokeres. Fair enough. The other names I haven't mentioned that have come into the club, the Keppers, the Norgard, the Mascaras in isolation. They it's hardly, record transfers. Big them up because they got a part to play. But you add that up, you add up all their fees, it does play a part for our spending. And we see a next left, we see Rodrigo. I'm not sure. But maybe you can get the same profile. A man said, if we sign Eze, I'm inviting Berta to my yard for some planting. I want Nusa from Leipzig, decent player. But another one, he's probably more expensive than a lot of the other suggestions. These are unprecedented times, my G. Liverpool about to drop 450 mil. Why not us? Because they want to do that, though, man. Do the Cronkies want to do that? I don't know. Seeing's believing, you're right. Because if I sat here and said to a Liverpool fan, even when they won the league, do you think you're going to get Havertz? Do you think you're going to get Ekitike? Do you think there's a reality where you get them two and Isaac and all the other stuff they did? You're right, but we ain't exactly done anything unprecedented per se. Not to pour any cold water on this. I'm happy about Gyokeres, but it's not too unrealistic. Yeah, system and the strikers we won, the Sexco pursuit. It's not too unrealistic when you go beyond that to think we can get Gyokeres, to think we can get Zubamendi. The same applies to Eze, but Eze will make me think, wow, because I'm naturally pessimistic on those. If you went and got Rodrigo, ain't no one seen that happen. Or Liao, which, to be fair, the journalists are defo next week we're getting linked with Liao. Did Liverpool sell more than us? Depends. 100%. They've made more. Even without the fact that we ain't sold a damn player, quote unquote, they've made more. Kwanzaa's been sold for X amount. If they sell Harvey Elliott, that's bringing in something. Diaz is probably gone. What's that? 50, 60 million euros. They've definitely sold someone else. What's your realistic prediction for our first 6 games of the season? You know what? That is the only complicated question I'm asking on this live stream. Answering. It's too late for that. 6 games of this season. Well, United away win. In fact, it's not even that. Kai will bag against them. Zinchenko or someone like the media will score against them. It's not serious against United, but W against United, W against Leeds. Gyokeres, Madueke, Leeds United. I'm sorry, man. Liverpool. That could be an L, you know. The only saving grace for Liverpool is they do look a bit like they can be got at defensively and our top 6 record. You know what? Ask me again at our next date, but right now, Man United away win. Leeds at home win. Fuck it, man. I'm tired of not winning at Anfield, man. I'll bottle with it, though. I said that, but I'll bottle with it. Win against United, win against Leeds United, draw against Liverpool, beat Nottingham Forest. Lose to City. Surely we can't have a 3rd season of an unbeaten top 6 record. I hope I'm wrong. But it's still PTSD because I said the second year. I said last year, like, surely we can't do that again. Finally, man is predicting a win against United. Bring the chest. You're wearing it. You're wearing it. You're wearing it. We're beating City. I hope so, but I just have in the back of my mind, Pep is going to do mad things. Like, he's not even necessarily for us, but they've had years and years and years of winning, and like this has forced everyone to wake up. How many points are there? You lot are making me do maths at this time. United is 3. So the first 2 games would be 6 because 2 wins. 7 draw against Liverpool. 10 beat Forest. Yeah, we'll stay on 10 because I said we'll lose to City, innit? But even that, that's all fuck. You know the start of, we said it already, but the start is mad. United away. Which we should, I think we're beating them, but still, it's mad. Leeds United, you never know with the championship teams or newly promoted teams. Liverpool away, Anfield, woof. Forest, City, woof. Newcastle away, and then West Ham at home. Fulham away as well. Yeah. Whoever said it's unprecedented times in the chat, better it is, you know. And I must admit, I know this is wrong of me, and we know we need to be financially free and prudent and all that stuff. I'm not saying do it all the time, but whether the players work out or not, I want some big players, man. I just want to see us spend peas, man. I know it's not right, but I just want to see us spend peas, man. DG thoughts on Ndiaye from Everton as a cheaper alternative to Eze. I like him, but Everton are gonna try and zang us. Am I the only one that thinks Liverpool are not going to be as good next season? Potentially, but I still think you have to at this. You can think that, but I still give them that luxury. Like, I hope you're right because we can exploit that. But they just won the league and they're not sitting on their hands. Rangers and Cherky are cold signing. City could be on to sign, bro. Rangers and Cherky are cold. Again, we're getting 7 baller in 1 window. Sounds unprecedented to me. I hear it, but we needed to do this, man. This season will be wild. Looking forward to the terrible refs as well. The start is dark. Why are scared of teams all of a sudden? That fear factor is gone. What do you mean? 12 points after 6 games. 10 to 12 points is not terrible, to be fair. Do you think we'll sign Eze? Define sign. Because based on how he speaks about Arsenal since leaving, you could say he's always been signed to Arsenal. What do you mean by sign? Do you mean sign as in the transfer market? Do you mean sign as in a premonition, like a sign from God or a higher power? Do you mean like if you're driving the traffic signs? I don't know. I don't know if Saka he can get cooked. Ethan to bag 15 league goals and shots why he's the real star boy. I don't know. 4 a.m. work rate is crazy. Free something, but nonetheless, one love, man. One love. Big up you lot. Yeah, Kelly here as well. Liverpool have made bread on a sly. 11 points at least. DG we must. Liverpool need another centre back. They're short. They'll spawn someone from the academy. Man said Liverpool still got that 200 million from Coutinho. Boy, I like DG's mindset. I've been saying for months, City's more dangerous than Paul. For me, DG begins to show how he reluctantly agrees. Never seen that before now. Oh, this guy, Johnny, you're always on me, man. DJ, I think he means sign as in transfers free. DG talking. I'm being silly. I'm being silly, man. Like I'm being silly. You gotta be devil's advocate sometimes. Gotta keep you entertained, man, and get the thoughts provoking. Could Lookman and Eze be the missing part for the title? Lookman as a winger and Eze instead of. To be fair, you know we're not signing Lookman. Thoughts on Kivio? I like him a lot. He needs to stay, man. But I just did an insane job this summer and he's not done. To do what he did as well as securing MLS, Gabriel, Ethan, and maybe Saliba Saka, he's done what needs to be done, man. Trafford's a good keeper. I don't think he'll be their number one this year, though. I think not even I personally, everyone probably thinks it. I think Edison got one more year. I think both the Brazilian keepers are cutting, man, if I'm honest. I think Alisson's got one more year at Liverpool. I just think it's always been that because they signed that Valencia lad. And I think Edison's cutting. Ortega's probably gone this summer. Do you know what, yeah? That is the one thing that gives me hope, people. I'll be real, for the title. Because I think we're third of a 3-horse race. We've got to give it a fight. I want to see how... It does look like in pre-season, Slot is trying new things. So there might be potential... For as good as Liverpool are, there might be some cracks defensively. You'd probably say, forget Liverpool for a sec. And it's more so on City when I say this. You think if anything, City defensively looks shaky. We all know Pep's great. They can play the best football in the league and score them goals, but they can be got at defensively. So if I feel at worst, us and Liverpool on a level playing field defensively, might it come down to that? Which is why I'm happy with the Gyokeres signing, because it makes you look to those 14 draws. When Eze scores his first goal and we can say Haaland does it again. I'm not worried about City. Turkey is nowhere near Kevin De Bruyne level and their defense is a bit shaky. I've got Chelsea finishing above City. You know what? Chelsea is a problem that we're all going to have to deal with, innit? Maybe not next year, even though I think they'll be in with the fight. At some point, their project's just going to go like that. There's too much money spent at it, being thrown at it, but yeah. Lookman's being linked with Juventus, then Inter, then in Atletico Madrid. God knows, man. We are third true, but we're the most constant out of the three. We're out of the... Who out of the three finished top 2 last 3 seasons? I'll give you one small hint. Only one team. You say it like it's something to be proud of. I get your point, though, but I'm just on this over-the-line thing. Will Wanyeri break out the season, make a run for Young Player of the Year? I hope so, because if you're in with a shot at that, it means you would have hustled your way into Thomas Tuchel's England squad for the World for the World Cup next year. Next season going to be an all-timer. We say that, and I know we always say it, but you know City are going to be up there. You don't know if City are going to be up there. You know Liverpool 100% are going to be up there. You don't know if they're going to be there. You think Arsenal are going to be up there. You don't know. You just expect Chelsea, even though they ain't, to be up there. You don't know. And there's always a dark horse. There's always someone. I couldn't tell you if it's Newcastle, probably not. If it's Aston Villa, there's always a dark horse and there's always an underperformer. So we'll have to see, man. I think Chelsea signed a striker. Barcelona are bankrupt because they're still paying that Coutinho deal. But I'm not going to lie to you lot, though, man. I'm not going to lie to you lot, man. Big up you lot for being here and praising the work rate. But come on, man. It's 3:30 in the morning. I'll be back, people. At minimum, we will be watching Arsenal versus Newcastle. Who cares, man? We got Gyokeres. Big up you lot. I'm out, though, man. Time to brush my teeth, shower, and go to my bed. Peace.
I guess this right back, Charlie.